Alright, so this is what the entryway currently looks like. Look at all this stuff! I went digging, and when we moved into the house, they left a couple of sample paints. I hope you can see the vision because it's gonna look so nice. Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. My name is Kim, and today's a really exciting video because we are starting our home makeover series. A little backstory: we closed on this house September of 2023 and officially got the keys October. So we've lived here for almost 8 months now. 8 full months. Not a single home renovation has been done, although we have moved in. Obviously, this is the guest room you see here. I've decorated it a little bit because we had our wedding, we had family over and stuff like that, but nothing truly has been made over, you know, in the style that I wanted. All of this here is just decorations from our previous home that I kind of just put together for a little bit until I can fully stylize every single room, every square inch of this space. And I have been so excited to do that. It has had to take a back seat a little bit because I had a mini renovation in our previous house that is now thankfully being rented out. And then I had wedding preparations. So now that those two things have finally finished, I can hyper focus, like fully focus on this house. And today is the very first day of me doing that. In today's video, we are going to be focusing on our entryway. So the entryway of this house is fairly simple. It's just like one wall when you first enter the house. It's completely blank, and then on the left side is like the front living room area situation. I've been really thinking of a good way to use that front entryway space. Two main things that we really need in the entryway is shoe storage and also bag storage. It's gonna be like kind of like a mudroom turned entryway situation because we are gonna have a lot of cabinets there, and also like a little closet for our bags, like our work bags. What tends to happen is that when we get home from work, instead of leaving our bags again in the coat room, they end up in our breakfast area. I'm hoping that by making this entryway as functional as possible, we won't have that problem anymore. Decor wise, how it's gonna look, I am leaning towards like a more cottagey French farmhouse style. All right, so this is what the entryway currently looks like. We have an offset table, the long cabinets over here, short ones here, and then long ones here again. I hope you can see the vision because it's gonna look so nice. I don't know if we're gonna keep that, but this one definitely, we are gonna throw this away because that's not even, it's like hanging on by a thread right now. Put it like this and literally. And then I'm just so excited to have storage for the shoes, truly. That's all I need is shoe storage and bag storage, all while trying to make it look pretty. So my first agenda is to try to make this built-in cabinetry using Ikea furniture. I've had cabinets from Ikea, I've had bed frames from Ikea. They've lasted me a long time. So I do know that they're sturdy enough, and I feel like their style, like the Ikea furniture that they've come out with in these recent years, have been a lot more not just Scandinavian vibes. So the cabinetry that I have decided to go with for this project is the Billy / Oxberg furniture line from Ikea. So the Billy is like the bookcase, and then the Oxberg, I guess, is like the door. So them together looks really nice. I got furniture in the walnut color because I like the darkness of it. And when I tell you, these things sell out pretty fast. I think it was in February I was starting to look for stuff to decorate the house with. And I looked at these same units and they were already sold out. And then I looked for them again like last week and I saw that they were back in stock in this Ikea that was like an hour away from the house. So I was like, heck yeah, let me make that drive and buy all the furniture that I need. So I went to 2 Ikeas, the one that's like 30 minutes away from the house and another one that was an hour away from the house, and got everything here. Hello friends, just a little update. Can you just look at all of the things that is in my car? I have a 6-foot cabinet, 2 6-foot cabinets in here. Now, I did not think that it was gonna fit, but lo and behold, it did. Oh my gosh, in my tiny little sedan. Look at all this stuff. I was even thinking of doing the cabinets myself, DIY style, but I grounded myself back down to earth a little bit because girl, I'm not ready to be doing all of that construction. All of that, that one, and these. Those all fit in my mini sedan. Yeah. All right, so one thing that I've already done in the house that I didn't film is the floors. So this area used to be like a different tile, and then the living room area used to be carpet. Day after moving in, I ripped everything off and then started the vinyl flooring. So everything is already done. I ripped out all the baseboards so that I could do the flooring underneath. I put the baseboards back on, but I kind of left them how they were, so they look a little raggedy, and I still need to paint them. So first thing is first, I'm gonna do a little beauty work on the baseboards. So I'm gonna caulk everything, and then I have to paint them. I do want to paint them the same color of the walls. Now, I was thinking about repainting the walls, but honestly, I think I like the color. It looks very calm, and it's not like a full white wall. It's not like a brown either, which I think a lot of the more older homes are colored. It's like this like light, like super light beige. Like it's like a nice warm white. I went digging, and when we moved into the house, they left a couple of sample paints. This one is called Antique White by Bear, and I think this is the color of the walls. As you can see, I've already sampled it here. Well, I sampled it somewhere on this wall, and now I can't even find where I put it, which is a great indicator that this is actually Antique White by Bear. Also, I have no idea how to paint the ceilings if I did want to paint this whole entire house a different color. Like, that's a good maybe 16 feet all the way up there. You see that? Because this is the only like higher ceiling in the house, because it goes all the way to the 2nd floor. So I'm just like gonna leave it alone. It's a nice color, and I kind of like it. It's like a nice warm sandy color. But I do want the baseboards, instead of them being the regular white baseboard, I want them to be the same color. That way it feels a little bit more, well, to me, I feel like it feels a little bit more luxe. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Make it look nice and pretty and ready for install.
Even make an Ikea cabinet.
Do you like the color? You don't see the vision, it's okay.
I want to have a daily driver, it should be an electric car.
What about your electric bill?
So if you calculate this, if you're only charging at home, max you could probably do is like $20 a month.
Nah. For a car? To charge a whole car?
Yes.
I say cap.
I say I've already looked into it.
Duffy, let's put this last one up. Come on, Provo. Please help your sister bring this up.
It's gonna be so tight now.
No, it's not. It's
So claustrophobic. So claustrophobic.
The detail I had to consider was the door, because it opened towards the cabinets and I had to find a door stopper that didn't go on the floor. So this one fits on your door hinge and stops it from swinging all the way open. You just pop the hinge pin off, add this to the stack, and then reinstall it. I used another pin to do this and it worked out perfectly.
That's perfect. That's really perfect. The pin that we used. Friends, it is now the next day, and from what you saw, from what we did yesterday, we were able to fully install all of the cabinets. I do want to put the doors on it first before I start doing some custom work on the shelves, because there's a little bit of a dilemma on the shelf situation, but I do need the doors in first. That way I can make sure that everything fits inside the cabinet. So dilemma is, I want this cabinet for shoes. Issue being, the shoes are too big and this thing won't close. Especially these big bulky ones that like stick out like this. So it's not really doing what I need for it to do. I have a little DIY situation to remedy this. But for right now, I am just gonna continue making the doors.
More foil balloons and
I wasn't sure how this was gonna go because I've never done cabinet doors before, and I hate wonky cabinet doors, but it's fairly easy. This one already had like the holes pre-drilled, so I just like put this little contraption, this little mechanism here, and there's one that also attaches to the wall. I screwed that in as well. It goes up and down, so you can kind of adjust to the right height. So you can always like unscrew this and like fix it however you need to. There we go. See, you just kind of have to adjust the screws and play it right here. That way it can give you that nice finish. So that's good. I'm just gonna tighten everything up. Now I just need to do it 2 more times. All right, so I finally made all of the doors and the cabinets. They're all hung and they look beautiful. But before we fully finish on the install of the cabinets and worry about the insides, the last thing that we really need to do to make sure that this stays put is to secure it to the wall. Ikea cabinets actually come with brackets so that you can install them to the walls. And they're literally just L-shaped brackets that kind of, I think, hang like this onto the wall. And then you just drill this side to the wall and then drill that side to the top of the cabinet to make sure it's secure. Same thing with these shorter ones, except for the shorter ones, they have like a little hole in the insides where you can mount the brackets. Hello friends, welcome to my garage slash kind of like my little workstation, like my little workshop. Currently it is housing all of my wedding decor from a month ago, and I still don't know what I'm supposed to do with all of these after the wedding. Maybe I'll sell them, I don't know. Needless to say, our workshop is a little small at the moment, but right now I'm going to be focusing on the shelves for my storage unit. So for the longer console, I want the shelves to be in a slanted angle because the regular flat surface is too short for our shoes. I tried to do it with the shelves that it came with, but obviously since it's in that slanted angle, it's too short. Alright guys, a little update. I've already cut one 12-inch board and it looked pretty good. Original shelves were not that long. They were only like 10 inches and a quarter. So in an effort to try and still reuse the boards that I came with, I decided to also cut down like 1 3/4 inches and did a little Frankensteining so that this shelf can still be used. So what I did to connect it is I used two 3.5-inch screws and literally just screwed it in here. It's not the best, I will say. I'm sure there's a lot more better ways to connect these things. For some reason, this is the first thing that popped into my brain. I will say that if you put it close to the edge, or even while you're doing it here, because the MDF is so thin, it does start to split. So you just have to be really careful. I just put 2 screws on mine and it seems to be doing the job. It's not gonna be moving or carrying a lot of weight. Literally just there, and then, you know, put some shoes. It doesn't need to be heavy duty, is what I'm trying to say. We'll see how it holds. All right, so this is Frankenstein number 2. I saw a video somewhere that if you like hammer the tip before you start drilling, it makes it so much easier, and I've never looked back ever since. Okay, so I finished all of my 12 by 30-inch planks or shelves. I already dry fitted it, so I kind of know where they're supposed to go. The Ikea ones come with these brackets. I bought my own support shelf thing, but the hole is a little bigger, so I have to make the holes on the shelf a little bigger too. Hopefully I measured this out properly because I just drilled the holes and there's no turning back now. Do you see the vision? Do you see the vision? I did not enjoy cutting these, mainly because I could not get proper access to my tools. I think the next renovation should be garage, because my garage is not looking too sweet right now. Yay! I did it! Now would you look at that? That looks so pretty. Let's test it out. Let's test it out. OMG! Yo. This is making me so happy right now. That literally fits 4 of my shoes, which means this could possibly, potentially fit 16 pairs of shoes, and that makes me so happy. Hello friends, it's another day for this makeover, and today we're going to be focusing on the glass door of this cabinet. All of the lower cabinets is like fully covered, and then the upper half is glass, which is cute. It like changes out the texture and stuff of the things that you see in the entryway, because I didn't want it all to be covered up because it would just look very blocky and not cute. So I figured like doing the glass option would be nicer. The only problem is this entryway is very functional, right? So I will have non-aesthetic things in here, including a backpack, which you can see right outside. I have a backpack here, my husband will have a backpack here, like things like that. So it's not cute, but I still didn't want to give up the aesthetic of the glass. So I figured out a solution, And it's one of those rated films. That way you can still have the texture of glass without having to be able to look inside. So I actually already opened this up and it looks like this. Very cute. I mean, it's not the most privacy looking thing. Like, you're probably still gonna see what's inside, but at least it's not like super in your face. So I'm gonna attempt to place this on the glass and see how that works. Fingers crossed it's not that bad. About 36 inches, give or take. When you cut these things, you just have to make sure that you cut the film a little longer than what the actual length of the thing you're wrapping it will be. That way you have some leeway in case you make some errors, I think. We'll see. I did a good job on this. It looks really nice. Alright guys, sorry it's a little dark, but I just wanted to end the video here. Did a lot to customize the cabinets, build them, buy them, and all these things. So thank you for keeping up with this entryway renovation, and make sure you tune into part 2 because we're going to be talking countertops, carpets, a little bit more prettier decor, DIY customization to this area, and also like the little finishing touches, which I haven't figured out just quite yet right now, but I'm sure it's gonna look nice. So just, yeah, see you again next week.